Hello ninth class students. Today I am going to discuss with you the poem Television, poem number 5, page number 21. The most important thing we have learned so far as children are concerned is never let them near your television set. Or better still, you don't install the idiotic thing at all. Idiotic thing is used for television. So what the poet is saying कि we have learned one thing. We is used for the parents or the elder one, that in our life we have learned one thing which is concerned with the children, about the children, which is related to the children. We have learned one thing, that never let means allow, them is used for the children. Never allow your children to go near the television set. Or better still, you just don't install that idiotic thing. First, we should not install, there should not be a television at home. If we have, we should not allow children to go near the television. We should not allow children to watch the television. So two things which are related to the children we have learned, we the parents have learned. What is the most important thing? That there should not be a television, and if we have, we should not allow the children to watch the television. In almost every house we have been, we have watched them gaping at the screen. Gaping means looking at the watching screen television. They loll and slop and lounge about. These three words are used for the lazy movements by the children when they watch the television. Most of the children, they just sleep, they lie down while eating food. Their movements are very lazy, they feel sleepy, but still continuously they watch the television and stare until their eyes pop out. Pop out means swelling nearby the eyes. Continuously, when we look at the screen, continuously, when we watch the television, almost there is a swelling on the eyes. So, what the poet is saying, in every house we can find the children looking at the screen, means watching the television. Their movements are always lazy. They behave lazy when they watch the television for a long time, and when they continuously watch the television, their eyes pop out. Pop out means there is a swelling, much swelling on nearby their eyes. Last week in Summer's place, we saw a dozen eyeballs on the floor. This is a metaphor used by the poet. Eyeballs means swelling on the eyes. It seems the children continuously, when they watch the television, it seems that their eyes becomes like a ball. They sit and stare and stare and sit until they are hypnotized by it. They continuously sit and watch the television and keep on sitting, and until they are hypnotized by it. Hypnotized means they are captured by the television. Their imagination is captured by the television. They started thinking of the things which they watch on the television, and they thought that whatever is shown on the television is right. They have a great influence on their thinking, on their imagination, whatever they seen on the television, until they are absolutely drunk. Absolutely drunk means completely tired, 100% tired. When they watch the television, they had a great influence of television on their thinking. They keep on looking at it, and when they're completely tired, then they stop watching it. With all that shocking ghastly junk. Ghastly junk means useless things. Why are they tired? Because they watch useless things, meaningless things on the television, and that is why they are hypnotized by the material, by the things, by the shows which are shown on the television. Oh yes, we know it keeps them still. Them is again used for the children. Still means silent. It is right, the poet is saying it is right. Okay, when they watch the television, they simply sit still. They do not disturb anyone. They don't climb out the window still. They never fight or kick or punch. They leave you free to cook the lunch. That means when they watch the television, they sit silent. They do not climb the window, means they do not do nonsense things. They do not disturb anyone. They do not fight. They do not kick one another or each other. And when they sit, parents are allowed to do their work, means mothers are allowed to make the lunch. That means they keep on looking at the television. They do not do anything else, and parents have the free time to do their work and wash the dishes in the sink. But did you ever stop to think to what to wonder just exactly what this does to your beloved thought. So the poet is saying when they sit still, they keep on watching the television, they do not do anything disturbing, they do not fight with each other, and then they give the time to the parents to do their work, that is prepare the lunch or to wash the dishes. But ever the parents, here you is used for the parents, okay, ever the parents stop and ever they think that either they have the time to do their work, but what bad effect television may have on their beloved thought means on their beloved children. So here, if the children watch the television, what did they not do? These are three things. What did they not do? They do not climb windowsill, they do not fight, kick or punch. And what is the benefit of that? The benefit of that parents have the time to do their work, especially these two you need to mention. And but what the parents should think? Parents should think those that television, those material which is shown on the television may had a bad influence on their children. So what are the bad effect? It rots the senses in the head. It kills their imagination. That rots means it kills the power of the senses of their children. It kills the imagination of their children. It clogs and clutters up the mind. It makes a child so dull and blind. Here again it means that when children continuously watch the television, it blocks their mind. It blocks their mind. It makes them dull and blind. Clutters up mean unable to imagine anything. Their imagination stopped, their senses stopped working. That is why they lacked imagination. They are not able to imagine anything, and they become so dull and blind. He can no longer understand a fantasy fairyland. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. His power of thinking rust and freeze. He cannot think, he only sees. Means he cannot use his mind fully because he has the habit to watch the television. He don't have the power of imagination because he has the habit to see the things in on the television. So these are the bad effects of the television from here. First, it kills the senses, it kills the imagination, it blocks the imagination skills of the mind, it makes the child dull and blind, and then child cannot understand a fantasy on the fairyland. Fantasy on or the fairyland means when we tell a children any story, children is unable to use his imagination to see that those things in his mind because he has the habit to see those things on the screen. Like this way his imagination is skilled, and because his imagination is dead, his mind becomes as soft as cheese. Means whenever he will think, whenever he will use his brain to imagine the things, he will feel some pain in his head. That means his brain becomes so soft that his brain is unable to imagine anything. His power of thinking rust and freeze. His power of thinking, his power of imagination becomes dead or already dead. He cannot think, he only sees. He cannot think of anything. His imagination is almost killed by the television because he always sees the things on the television. Basically his power of imagination, his power of thinking is dead because of the television. Alright, you will cry. Alright, you will see. Now here you is used for the parents. So the poet is saying, alright, now parents will cry, parents will say, but if we take the set away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? And parents will say, if there will be no television at home, if we will take the television set away, so what should we do to entertain our dear children? Please explain. We will answer this by asking you. Again the poet said, we can answer, but we can answer this question. What is the question? What should we do to entertain our children? Poet is saying, I can answer this question by asking you one question. What used the darling ones to do? How used they keep themselves contented before this monster was invented? So the poet saying, I want to ask you one question. What the darlings one means, children, what the dear children did when there was no television. Contented means busy. How the children were kept busy by the parents when there was no television. Have you forgotten? Don't you know? We will say it very loud and slow. They used to read. They used to read and read and read. Yes, this is the answer. First he asked the question, okay, now you are saying if we will not have a television set at home, how we will entertain our children? I would like to answer your question by asking you another question, okay, when there was no television, how the dear children were entertained by the answer. And I will by how the dear children were entertained by the parents. And I will answer this question by speaking loud and slow. They means at that time children used to read and read and then proceed means read more books to read some more. After reading one book and another book and another book, they kept themselves busy by reading lots of books.